Guitars can be expensive. This little Fender here costed me about 1.2 grand in Australian dollars. However, if you're buying your first guitar, I doubt you'll want to spend that much money. This was my first guitar. Now obviously I've added a bit of stuff to it. It costed me about $70 from a friend, but this one up here I upgraded to about 5 months later. This video is going to be separated into two parts. What you should look for when buying your first guitar, and what you should look for when buying any guitar after. Now when buying your first guitar, Facebook Marketplace is going to be your best friend. And as you can see, there's a lot of good cheap acoustic guitars here and a couple electric. But if you really want to be cool, you only want to choose electric, right? You can see there's already a couple good options here, but one that stood out to me was this one Stratocaster. It's only listed as Stratocaster, but if you read in the description it's unbranded, so it's probably not going to be as good as people think it will be. It's a bit of false advertising, and people are going to trick you into buying their cheap, inexpensive guitar for a little more than they paid for it. I recommend choosing name brand guitars instead. Just like this Squier that I found. It's a Squier Stratocaster, but Squier is licensed under Fender, so you're basically guaranteed to have at least some sort of quality control when it comes to the guitar. And you'll see that you get a bunch of extra stuff in it, whereas if you went over to the Fender website and bought it brand new, it would be $9 more, and you wouldn't get the things such as the amp, the tuner, and the guitar strap. Just remember to actually try out the guitar, and not to be fooled by the looks, because that's exactly what they want you to be. Before we get on to the next part of the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Buying any guitar after your first one's a bit different because it's a sign that you're committed to learning the instrument. It also probably means you have a higher budget. Having a higher budget opens up the opportunities to buy a whole lot more. My advice to you, pick the coolest guitar you can. Pick one that will inspire you to keep playing. Another tip, if you're thinking about buying a guitar suited for one genre specifically, I wouldn't recommend doing that. In my example, I went from playing something like this to something like this. As you grow up and the more you learn your instrument, the more your music taste is actually going to change. So buying one guitar specifically for one genre, probably not the best in the long run. The reason I have kept learning guitar is because, well, that Fender Jaguar, I bought it because I heard that Kurt Cobain, one of my favorite artists, he owned a Fender Jaguar. And of course it's not the same one, it's the Fender Player Jaguar, whereas he had like a 1960 something Jaguar. So yeah, because it's similar, I'm inspired to keep playing. But anyway, that's my advice for you. Thank you for watching.